Guys, you guys know as well as I know, in today's economy, in today's world, it is damn near a death sentence to get married to the modern female. Damn near a death sentence. So, here's where men are at with all this stuff going on today. Men, for the most part, are checking out because they fully understand and realize the market. Even men with almost no experience understand how bad it is, which is crazy. They might not have as full of an understanding. In fact, they don't. But still, everybody knows how bad it is today. And everybody knows that women are hypergamous, which is not a bad thing. It's just how they are. It's not a bad thing. You should want good. You should want the best. You should want the best you can get. Men do it too. It's just that women can pick and choose what they want and have a bit more of an upper hand than men do, for the most part. Men are also going to get the best they can get. So, yeah, it's just women today have a very high amount of leverage. Social media, all these apps, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, there's just so many things. So hypergamy is on steroids today, big time. This has created a lot of chaos and turmoil for men because women just use and abuse men like it's going out of style. Like it's literally going out of style. It's bad, bro. Most men are getting toyed with. That's why, bro, you have no other choice. And I mean no other choice but to stand out. To be the best you can be because, bro, you might think you have a girl. You might think that. The second something better comes around and she's sure of it, is the second you're replaced. So what do you do in this case? You become as irreplaceable as possible. It doesn't matter who you are. Everybody's replaceable. Tom Brady's replaceable. You just want to be as irreplaceable as possible to have any shot at a successful relationship, possibly into a marriage if you want. And if you do get married, if you do pull the trigger, certain things have to be signed. Prenups. Don't do it under the government because you will get nailed. Even if you sign prenups, bro, there's still a chance you could lose a whole lot of what you don't want to lose. Big chance. You still could, which is crazy. So don't do it under the government. You're not going to do that to yourself, bro. I ain't going to do it to myself. You guys don't do it to yourself. And because we know how this shit works, bro. Like I'm telling you guys right now, women could be on their best behavior. I'm not saying every single one of them do this, but you don't know who was really doing it and who was not. The second you get married is the second you could see absolute hell on earth. Because she could have you in a position, bro, where she could literally act however she wants and do whatever she wants and literally ruin your life. Because if you end it, she can take half your stuff. She can act as crazy as she wants. She can push you to the brinks and take everything you've ever worked for. And it could ruin your life. We don't negotiate with terrorists over here. We as men have a life. We have to take pride in the life we are creating, have created, will create. And we ain't giving that up for nobody. We worked way too hard, bro. We ain't doing it. We ain't putting that on the line to to sign some papers for a marriage that she wants more than we want it. And it's not that we don't want a woman to be ours. Of course we do. We just don't want some shit like that happening. It's not in our favor. It's easy for women to say, oh, da da da. It's not in our favor. Of course it's easy for them to say that. Of course it's easy for them to go ahead and want marriage still. Of course. But from what I'm seeing today, men are happily walking away from marriage, happily doing it. And I can't blame nobody, bro. I can't blame a soul. Do you, bro? Do what is in your best interest to do. I'm gonna do the same, except I'm gonna do things right. I hope to God all of you guys do things right. But at the end of the day, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. And in this process, you just have to make sure that you are making the right moves. You can't get talked into things that is out of your realm. You have to continue to think with this, not what she says. You have to think for yourself. You can't do things just because you got a little bit of excitement and oh, she's hyping it up. Sign the papers. Sign the papers, bro. Don't do it. That's when all hell could break loose. You better be sure of what you're doing, bro. You better be sure of it. You better be mindful of who you're having kids with. That is something else that'll stick with you for the rest of your life. Be mindful about it. Don't make some stupid moves. Be very mindful about it. It's a very scary world today. Extremely. I've seen lots of what's out there. You guys have seen lots of what's out there. And it ain't getting any better. It's not. It never will. We don't even mean much to women, bro. Like, we mean much to them. We mean lots to them while we're doing things. We mean lots to them while we're benefiting them. We mean lots to them while we make them feel like they exist. We can't just let them be and they'll be happy and come up to us. It's almost impossible. And it seems like we are responsible for their happiness. We are responsible for so much stuff. And if we can't be perfect, it's our fault. If we can't do things a certain way, if we can't read her mind, it's our fault. This is most women today. So I can fully understand why men are happily walking away from marriage, happily enjoying the single life of peace and tranquility, because it's priceless. And without that, you have nothing. You have nothing without it, bro. And there's some idiots in this world that they love problems. They love women and their problems, and they love all that stuff. They just love that stuff. You see guys say that in comments, and it's like, bro, do you have any idea what is coming? Do you even have a clue what is coming for you in the long haul? Because if there's problems early, think about the problems that's going to come later on. From someone who cannot even regulate their own emotional being, their own emotional self. Think about it. It's gonna, some crazy stuff is gonna go down in those situations. So you guys have to be very mindful of who you're picking and choosing. And you have to let it be known for every single female you guys interact with how it's going to be. And if she don't want to listen, she can go. Because you have somewhere to be. And you know what's hilarious, bro? In those case scenarios, when you tell them how it's going to be, they might shy away from it, but they always come back. When a woman is talking to a man who is really good, bro, she's always going to come back. Always. Because she knows deep in her heart, you was a good dude. And she might have been a little bit going crazy, but she knows you a good dude. Because she had time to think about it. She had a week to think about it. She had months to think about it. Bro, sometimes women need that much time to wake up. Sometimes they need that amount of time. Sometimes they need weeks, months, half a year to think about, you know what? He was good. He was a good guy. Let me hit him up again. Hey, hello, hey stranger. Yep, yeah guys, this is who you're dealing with. And to be a man and see that happen, it's just like, yeah. Hello. You can't fake it, bro. At that point, so much time has gone on. You've done so much work. She's pretty well forgotten about. What? Hello? What? You see, women ain't like us. They don't make decisions the way we make decisions. Oh, she felt that way. She felt that way. That's how she felt. It must be true. No, almost never. It's almost never true. The things you think, your own feelings, it's almost never true. It took you a year, though, to realize the truth. A year. It's a little slow, don't you think? These are most of the women you guys find yourselves dealing with. I'm saying these things because I know who you guys are dealing with, bro. I know what's been out there. I know what I've ran myself into over the years. That is what you're dealing with. Many women have had many chances. Most is gonna mess it up. And it's somehow always your fault. It was your fault because you made plans with her. You set that first date. She was all up for it, but then she stopped responding out of nowhere on purpose to see what you would do. And guess what? Guess what, guys? Guess what? It's your fault that you didn't keep going after her, bro, like a dummy. Baby, what? Are we not going on the first date? You don't say a word. She stops responding. You don't say those things. You don't question why she did that. You just continue on with your life like an adult. The emotional level that most men are dealing with today when it comes to women is toddler level. Toddler level. That's most. That's why you gotta find something that's not that. Because that's what most deal with. All the mind games, all the crazy making, all the crazy stuff that goes on, bro. This is exactly why men are walking away. Because they cannot get a woman, keep a woman who was half good, crazy stuff just goes on and takes place. Whether she's talking to other men, she's dealing with messing with many other men. Because, bro, women are never alone. You guys understand that, right? Women are never alone. Never. Never, never, never are they alone. They're not. If you're not giving her a lot of time and attention, she 1,000,000% is getting it somewhere else as well. If you're not giving her lots, she's getting it somewhere else. So if you're giving her lots, is she alone? No, she's not alone. Almost no woman is alone. They hate being alone. They don't even like themselves. They can pretend. They can pretend they do. They don't. That's the difference between us and them. We like ourselves. Like lots of men do. Not lots of women do. I'm not saying every man does, because it's a real thing that a man can hate his life and whatever. And bro, you just got work to do if that is the case. But you should love your alone time. You should love the life you live. Women need all sorts of stuff. They can act independent. They can act like all that stuff. It's not true, bro. They're never alone. They're never independent. They think they're single and that makes them independent. They're talking to many people all the time. All the time. So they're not. So what I'm saying here is, there's just so many case scenarios that happen that ruin what men and women have always been. The world we live in today has made women not as good because they're consumed on attention. Bro, attention to women and them just getting all kinds of it all the time. It's like a man who is not focused in life. You're borderline useless because you're not focused in life. You didn't build the life you were supposed to build. You don't have much. And if you're young right now as a man, you shouldn't have much right now. So don't beat yourself up, but I'm just saying, like, men have to operate a certain way. Women have to operate a certain way. And if we ain't doing those things, this is why we're in the place we're in. Most people aren't doing these things. You have to be the odd guy or the girl that does these things. If you do these things, if you stay true to who you are, and you're being who you're supposed to be, things will be good at one point. But if you don't, things will never be good. Because you're doing things that is unacceptable. Unacceptable. There's too much toxicity today. There's too much crazy going on, bro. And this is why a majority of men are walking away from marriage. Women are also staying single. A lot of them are. But they're gaining so much attention. They're not giving men what they want. They're just taking what they want. Like a bad habit. They're just taking a puff of that cigarette. That little hit. They're getting all these hits. She grows older and gets hit like a ton of bricks. Because everything hits at once. That's what it seems like. With women today, bro, everything just comes and hits them all at once. Then they realize, oh my God, I should have behaved this way. I should have done this. I should have done that. That is why you guys have to tell the woman you're with what is going on. Guys got to tell her all about the stuff that I'm telling you guys. If you guys don't know how to communicate with your woman to make her better, you're toast. If she don't want to get better, you're toast. Don't be with her. You guys should only be with a woman who is loyal, who is faithful, who is devoted to you, who is not dealing with and talking with many different men. She's devoted to yourself, and she wants to be better for you. That's the type of woman you should be with. And as a man, you're doing your part. You're doing exactly what you should be doing. It's not a one-way street. It's both. And if it's not this, say goodbye. This is how it has to be. Almost no men today are getting this out of their women, because women just want it all and don't want to give almost anything. So they're going to have to live that lifestyle for the rest of their life, where they're just robbing the bank. They're just robbing many men leading men on, fooling men, doing this, doing that. It's all for them. It's all about how I feel. Da 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 da. They don't benefit a man. And they don't understand that if they put the time and energy into benefiting a man, that man would benefit them. Now you got a partner. Now you get a life partner. Now you can have a family. But without this dynamic, it's never going to happen. For any of you, it'll never happen until people get this right. That's it. So, if you guys have any questions, leave your questions. I'll be back.